that you can paint with Skittles. Feel free to make a fun pattern. This craft is super fun, and I know you're just gonna love it whenever you do it. Welcome back to the studio for our last day of the creative skill. It's hard to believe that we've already spent a week together. I've had so much fun making these crafts with you, and I hope these activities have given you the boost of creative inspiration you need for the rest of the summer. For our last activity of the week, we've saved one of the best materials for last. We'll be using Play-Doh. In fact, we're making sculptures with it. Feel free to get creative with this and make whatever animal you'd like. I'll show you an example, and then it's your turn to get sculpting. You'll start by collecting a few rocks or pine cones and sticks from outside, which I've already done. First, you're gonna form the Play-Doh into balls or shapes for the bodies, just like so. I'm actually gonna start by making the head, and I think I'll make a hedgehog today. So I'm gonna form a ball in my hands and then use the palms of my hands to create a point. So just like that, you kind of make a cone shape. And once we get a little point to our head, I'm gonna curl it up just a little bit to give him some shape. And I'm gonna put it right there, and I'll come back to that in a second. But next I'm gonna move on to the legs. I've kind of divided it into a few pieces that are about the same length. And I'm gonna use the surface that I'm working on to just press a little bit of the shape into the leg, just like that. I can make it a little bit taller by stretching and squeezing the legs. And I'm gonna do the same thing for his back two legs. And last but not least, we have our fourth leg. And while I do this, I'm reminded of something. Did you know that God was really creative when he was making you? That he formed you uniquely with his own hands. It's pretty awesome. And as I add googly eyes to the face, I'm reminded that the Lord made my eyes, he made my skin and hair, and that he thinks that is worth making. So that's pretty cool. All right, so once we have the googly eyes on our hedgehog, we can start to attach it to the body. So I'm just gonna attach it to the pine cone like this. Feel free to give it a little squeeze too. I know the pine cone might be a little spiky, it might be tricky. And now we're gonna add those legs. So I'm gonna attach one to the front, just like so, the front right, the other to his front left, two more to the back. And again, you can squish that in there too to give him some balance. All right, and he can kind of stand up at it on his own at this point. And last but not least, I'm gonna add some finishing touches. I have a few small leaves here that I'm just gonna place into the sides of his head, just like that. And we almost have a completed hedgehog. I think that's pretty cool. I love it. This might be one of the cutest sculptures I've ever seen, and I hope your turns out great as well. I've had so much fun getting creative with you this week. We got to make really cool works of art, and also we're able to stretch our creativity. Now, grab your Day 5 activity card, your supplies, and it's your turn. I hope this week you've discovered a new passion for art, and remember, keep crafting.